The sharp sting of the slap echoed through the opulent hotel grand hall, catching me off guard before I could even flinch. My reading glasses tumbled from my face, cracking against the polished marble tiles as the 150 attendees froze in stunned quiet. My skin tingled with heat, but the deeper ache in my heart overshadowed it all. Sophia, my soon-to-be daughter-in-law, had struck me right there on her wedding day, all because I wouldn't surrender the deed to my spacious condo. "That's your reward for such greed," she bellowed, her voice slicing through the hush for everyone to hear. "Someone like you doesn't deserve all that room anymore." The quiet that settled was suffocating, like a heavy fog rolling in. No one stepped forward to console me as I knelt, shaking, to gather the shards of my glasses. A few turned their heads in discomfort, while others exchanged hushed words, but not a soul, not even my own flesh and blood, spoke up for the beleaguered elder they'd just seen shamed. My son Marcus remained rooted in place, his eyes glued to the floor as though I didn't exist. "You're not part of this anymore," Sophia pressed on, adjusting the folds of her flawless gown. "Marcus and I require our own space to build our future. Your place would suit us ideally until we secure something grander." Her tone dripped with malice. For countless months, I'd tolerated her snide remarks about my faded outfits, my reliable but dated vehicle, my unpretentious routine. Yet this act shattered every boundary imaginable. I stood gradually, every gaze piercing me like needles. Tears traced paths down my cheeks, but within, a profound shift had ignited, one that would alter everything. That blow wasn't merely to my flesh, it was the breaking point. For decades, I'd embraced a quiet existence, favoring subtlety over showiness. I'd harbored truths unknown to anyone, including Marcus. As I made my way toward the doors, fragments of recent ordeals rushed back like a torrent. I recalled Sophia's initial visit to my home 3 years prior. Her expression soured upon seeing my cozy setup, the vintage furnishings, the compact cooking area. "Is this truly where Marcus's mother resides?" she'd whispered to him, volume just sufficient for my ears. From then, each encounter turned into quiet agony. "Eleanor, you ought to downsize," she'd suggested 4 months back over a tense meal. "At your stage, managing a large condo is impractical. Marcus and I plan a family soon, will require extra room." Her insincere grin deceived only my son, who morphed into her echo, a marionette dangling from invisible threads. The barbs had mounted steadily. It began with jabs at my wardrobe. "Eleanor, haven't you something fresher?" Then my ride, "That vehicle's ancient. It's unsafe for you." Followed by my volunteer shifts at the neighborhood bookstore. "Why labor at your age when you could unwind?" Each barb chipped away at my confidence, like subtle toxins seeping in. My name is Eleanor Voss. I'm 70 now, but back then, at 68, I was a lady who cherished understatement. I volunteered 3 afternoons weekly at that little bookstore. I piloted a 12-year-old sedan. My attire came from thrift spots. To outsiders, particularly Sophia, I appeared as an ordinary retiree scraping by on savings. But that facade was deliberate, nurtured over years. What those pitying stares couldn't fathom was my past, before my husband Henry's departure. He wasn't the mild clerk folks assumed. We'd opted for simplicity to shield our fortune, a choice that proved eerily foresightful. Exiting the hall, murmurs trailed me like shadows. "Such a frail soul," Sophia's uncle murmured. "The bride's spot on. She can't manage solo," added Marcus's relative. "She belongs in assisted living, not isolated." Another offered hollow sympathy. Each phrase burned like salt and cuts. The hall's chill air clashed with the fire raging inside me. My fingers shook retrieving my phone from my well-worn satchel, a bag I'd carried for 6 years, not from necessity, but from prizing utility over flash, a lesson Sophia could never grasp. I punched in a familiar code, and used in 18 months, as I'd foolishly believed it unnecessary. "Victor, it's Eleanor. Head to the Evergreen Hotel's Grand Hall at once." "Yes, immediately. Bring the files we discussed. The moment has arrived." My tone quivered, yet held resolve long absent. "Are you certain, Miss Voss?" Victor inquired, his tone measured yet worried. "This path is irreversible. I peered back once more, spotting Sophia giggling with her circle, no doubt boasting of sidelining her burdensome in-law. Marcus hovered nearby, his grin forced, devoid of regret. Absolutely certain, I affirmed. 25 minutes, Victor. Not a second longer. I ended the call and strode to my car with purpose. For the first time in ages, I'd shed the veil safeguarding my kin. They'd soon encounter the authentic Eleanor Voss. And upon that collision with truth, their fabricated realms would grasp regret's essence. The lot lay still under lamp glow, shadows stretching amid vehicles. I settled into my modest coupe, counting down 25 minutes until their worlds upended. 25 minutes until they realized their gravest error, degrading the one who'd covertly sustained them beyond measure. In the car, recollections surged like a deluge, tracing to 3 years earlier when Marcus arrived at my door with that boyish grin I recalled from youth. "Mom, meet someone extraordinary," he'd announced. Enter Sophia, with her sleek coif, high-end attire, and a smile that never warmed her gaze. Instantly, unease stirred. Her scan of my space, laced with scorn, revealed her aims. How quaint, she'd cooed, eyeing my repurposed decor and simple drapes, her inflection screaming otherwise. Marcus, dazzled by infatuation, overlooked the disdain. That inaugural supper was a muted fiasco. Sophia scarcely sampled my heartfelt meal, citing her silhouette. Probing her background yielded dodges, but she probed mine first, her interest in my finances alarming. "How do you cope on a retiree stipend, Eleanor?" It must pinch, she'd feigned worry. Unbeknownst, I'd mirrored her scrutiny. Over ensuing weeks, patterns emerged, heightening my vigilance. Visits brought critiques of my outmoded haven, claims I merited better in retirement. Yet her focus fixed on valuables, the condo's elite locale, the sweeping terrace vista, the generous layout. Once, with Marcus absent, I caught her murmuring into her device in my galley. "Yes, mother. His mom spots in a premium zone. Convince her to relocate smaller, and we claim it till ours. She's gullible, she'll praise our aid." Her betrayal sliced deep, but I composed myself upon her return, playing the unwitting elder. Thenceforth, our exchanges became a veiled duel. She posed as the caring kin fretting my welfare, I feigned the frail guide-needing senior. Internally, I amassed intel, tracked her ploys, decoded her drives. It resembled a strategic bout, each believing victory theirs. Her tactics ramped up subtly. Initial hints: "Eleanor, I've spotted charming senior complexes with full amenities, no upkeep." Then bolder: "Solitude at your years is risky. Imagine a tumble undiscovered for days." Each plea painted me inept, dependent. Marcus parroted her, a scripted bird. "Mom, Sophia's wise. Consider a cozier fit." Witnessing his shift from devoted boy to her tool hurt worse than barbs. The lad I'd nurtured through trials now viewed me as a barrier to bliss. Post-engagement, pressures surged. Calls multiplied, fraught. Sophia toted property glossies and elder care pamphlets. "Just options for you, Eleanor." Ensuring top living, she'd insist, fanning them on my side table like a sales pitch. But I'd countered with inquiries. One eve, as they dashed for nuptial tasks, I rang Beatrice, a longtime property expert. "Beatrice, probe this for me," I urged. A pair eyes my condo keenly, detail their fiscal state. Her findings froze me. Marcus and Sophia drowned in obligations. Their $60,000 ceremony? Credit-fueled. Their leased flat teetered on ouster for arrears. Flashy rides? Loans straining budgets. Their glamour masked a debt spiral. Clarity dawned. Haste to wed, push for my move, jabs at my straits, not romance, but fiscal desperation. My prime condo in the city's heart was their buoy. The insight struck like soul-deep pain. Marcus, schooled in integrity and toil, had veered to deceit, letting ambition twist me into an asset, not kin. Pre-wedding weeks, assaults peaked. "Eleanor, cease this self-centeredness," Sophia snapped 5 days prior. "Marcus and I sacrificed for this union. Least you aid with shelter." No pretense lingered. It was raw claim masked as kin duty. That eve, I resolved fatefully. I summoned Victor, my fiscal steward and sole confidant since Henry's end. Victor, ready specifics. I may soon unveil long-buried facts. His reply sobered. Ms. Voss is now optimal, he cautioned, versed in my matters over 15 years. Publicity seals it. Kin ties may shatter. Yet my choice stood. The kin I'd shielded via secrecy had spurned me. Now, car-bound in the lot, awaiting Victor's files to reshape all, truth's hour neared. 20 minutes more and Sophia, Marcus, those pitying souls would unearth Eleanor's reality. Their greed-woven facades would dissolve like mist. Night winds whispered through foliage, shadows dancing under lights. Poetic, this serene dusk heralding illusion's demise. 15 minutes ticked by, each eternal. From my seat, hall lights gleamed, melodies and mirth leaking out. Bizarre, envisioning festivity morphing to turmoil shortly. Eyes shut, I summoned rawest recalls of late months, stealing why I'd crossed no return. Gravest slight struck weeks pre-ceremony, dubbed a vital kin summit by Sophia. She arrived with Marcus and her folks, a orchestrated trap. Eleanor, your path forward concerns us, her mother, a haughty sort eyeing me like vermin, opened. Time for prudent choices, her father, stout and appraising my space like wares, added. Such expanse solo at your years? Needless, hazardous. What if health crises undetected? Rehearsed, too slick for improv. Marcus sat mute, nodding like a drone. Beholding him amid foes deeming me hurdle crushed me, like snuffing a nurtured light. Mom, he uttered at last, voice alien. They're correct. Sophia and I discussed, a senior-suited spot aids all. Suited for my years? I echoed, fury simmering. Who dictates my suitability? You. Her parents swapped smug glances, as if validating preconceptions. Eleanor, acceptance is tough, but prioritize Marcus and Sophia's good, her mother pressed. They're good. I muttered, grasping the plot's scope. And my condo kickstarts their nest, eh? Silence confirmed. They'd scripted every angle, pressure, psyche play. Sophia seized reins, unleashing guile. Not solely the condo, Eleanor, your security. We researched. A fine facility offers round-clock care, events, meals. Befriend those sharing your phase. Her grin sickened. My phase? I queried, masking ire. What phase, Sophia? She glanced at Marcus. Isolation, fiscal wobble, self-care dread. Typical at your age, no shame in aid. Her 30-year-old gall, dictating my norm, stunned. But her gaze chilled, entitlement to my autonomy, home, choices. To her, I was barrier to sideline smoothly. We've crunched figures, her father said, brandishing a dossier. Facility runs $3,000 monthly. Condo sale covers decades, surplus to bootstrap Marcus and Sophia's start. Bare truth, not welfare, but liquidating my haven for their excess. And refusal? I probed, answer known. Eleanor, Marcus intoned, scripted. We pray no extremes. But if cognition falters, impairing sound judgment. Threat clear, non-compliance meant legal incompetence bid. They'd studied, plotted, primed to seize by force. My nurtured son abetted strangers menacing his mother. Post-departure, my no, firm, I wept first in ages, not grief, but illusion's demise. I rang Victor tearfully. Urgent probe, I urged. Son and betrothed's finances, debts, earnings, all. Results crushed. Marcus's $50,000 sales roll buried under $90,000 cards. Sophia's sporadic styling gigs yielded $5,000 yearly, spent lavishly. Joint tally, $140,000 owed, wedding loans aside. $2,200 monthly lease, 4 months delinquent. Autos 870% income. Cards maxed, advances fed debts. Freefall, my condo their sole rope. Worse, 6 months, Marcus queried lenders on elder property loans, power of attorney paths. My boy plotted my undoing. Final gut punch. Investigator noted Sophia boasting to pals of wedding a plain older guy for his mom's assets, heirless. Union? Strategy for my holdings. That sealed it. I'd pondered disclosing wealth to jolt rethink, but reports showed greed's rot, corrupting Marcus irreparably. Prenuptial days tortured. Marcus's rings pressed reconsideration. Sophia's drops poisoned my obstinacy. They treated me senile, views irrelevant. Eve before, Marcus's finale, Mom, tomorrow's my pinnacle. Don't spoil via rigidity. Sophia seeks collective best. Confirmation, son lost. Now, awaiting victor, all converged. Not vengeance, justice. Showing repercussions, greed's toll, kin's sanctity. 10 minutes left, resolve hardened. Fingers unsteady, I dialed Harold, adjacent condo dweller, 72, observer of strains. Harold, Eleanor. Crucial favor, I said, voice unsteady. Folder shut, hall-eyed. Lights blazed, tunes soared, revelry reigned. For minutes, Victor's arrival, severing supports for betrayer son. Not spite, equity. Teaching repercussions, avarice's cost, kin's worth beyond coin. Headlights pierce night, Victor, timely, with briefs. I exited, steps bridging old self to empowered. Ms. Voss, he greeted, dossier arm-hugged. Final certainty? Entry commits irrevocably. Hall glance, Marcus, Sophia toasting triumph over feeble hag. Never surer, Victor. Time for true Eleanor. Under lot lamps, he unveiled preps, immediate halt to all Marcus Voss transfers, he noted first sheet. Lease surety revoked, owner notified Dawn. Papers taken, hands studying. Each cut a safeguard thread. Hall fee? I queried. Withdrawn, he verified. Deposit pulled tonight, alternate pay by morn or halt. Impact chilled. 3 years, I'd netted there afloat, lease, auto, nuptials, all me. Now, one eve, all revoked. Victor, grasp, not malice, lesson. Shielded too long, it warped them. Understood, he affirmed, esteem clear. Decades in, few match your fortitude. Strength surged. Toward entrance, pulse quickened, not fear, but sorrow for lost, thrill for reclaimed, honor, worth, humanity over asset. Tunes ceased entry, 150 eyes swiveled. Confusion rippled. Some new victor, elite fiscal ace. His advent signaled import. Sophia snapped first, back, Eleanor. One exit insufficient theater. Arrogance laced nerves. Esteemed guests, Victor boomed professionally. Pardon intrusion, pressing legals for Mr. Marcus Voss, Mrs. Sophia Lane. Hush deepened, AC hum audible. Phones emerged, drama sensed. Marcus sneered, ashen, baffled. Mom, what's this? He faltered, fidget childhood tick. This gent, legals, why? Marcus, I stated steadily. Victor Lang, my fiscal legal guide. Delivering revelations. Victor drew lead duck. Mr. Voss, notice. Maternal lease guarantee terminated. Owner alerted morn. 30 days for new shorty or vacate. Marcus blanched. Guarantee, he whispered, eyes dawning horror. Mom, explain. Expression betrayed partial knowing. He'd suspected unnatural luck, shunned probes. Moreover, Victor pressed. $5,200 monthly infusions to your account cease permanent. Covers cards, auto, sundries, deemed other origins. Sophia gasped, gown trailing rush. Absurd. Marcus's mom penniless. Her rags, jalopy, pension pauper. Frenzy brewed, murmurs swelled. Final, Victor intoned, last sheet. Event surety revoked. Venue claims full air exit. Bombshell, some edged doors. Marcus reeled. You, all along. Funding us. Voice cracked, boyish vulnerability flashed. 3 years, Marcus, I confirmed calmly. Aiding perceived trials. Believing you'd reclaim taught values. Sophia circled, frantic. Unreal. Poor elder, bookstore drone, old heap, wealthless. Deceptions mislead, Sophia, I noted, facade crumbling. Chose plainness with Henry, wealth draws strife. Proven from kin. Tunes silenced, breaths, whispers alone. Phones captured, legend brewing. Mom, Marcus choked. Fix possible? Guests' rights? Eyes showed lost grasp, not funds, but mother, 37 years unconditional. Fix? By not fracturing, I countered. Hush peaked, 150 absorbed. Sophia froze, scanning docs, me cracks sawed in ruin. Marcus's stare, Shock, insight, dread etched. Ms. Voss, Victor projected. Full fiscal read? Air thickened. Guests inched nearer. Proceed, Victor, I urged serene. Truth merits all. Sophia wailed interruption. Victor quelled, surgical. Past 36 months, Ms. Voss transferred $185,000 for son, betrothed living, $55,000 rent, $50,000 cards, $20,000 auto, $25,000 miscellaneous. Gasps rippled, glances, phone math. Sophia's mother rose pallid. Plus, Victor unrelented. Event total $62,000 guaranteed. Ballroom, cuisine, band, blooms, shots, withdrawn. Sophia wailed incoherently. Lie. Pauper life, riches impossible. Guests' faces, intrigue, some glee at her plight. Sophia, I soothed contrasting calm. Lesson, judge not exteriors. Henry, I prize seclusion over splendor. Wise, woes from within. Marcus advanced faltering. Mom, clarify. Resolve. Can't raise my world. Voice splintered, maternal twinge nearly swayed. Raise? Your bride struck me publicly. You silent amid shame. You plotted home theft. Truth peeled, nods recalled slap, phones held proof. Different, Marcus mumbled weakly. Unaware. Thought aiding. Lame, contempt glances. Unaware? Of ambush for sale? Uninvited surveyor? Incompetence probes? Posture wilted. Victor drew more. Mr. Voss, will amended. Prior bequests to you rerouted to Elder Guard charities. Explosion silent. Sophia reeled. Impossible. Kin. Sole son. Disinherit over spat. Spat? I echoed icy. Conspiracy to rob Elder? Slap on wedding. Guests flinched. Her father neared panicked. Ms. Voss stays fervor. Private chat postcom. Wrong bet realized. No privacy, I firm. Public shame. Public reply. Head swiveled tennis-like. Victor snapped folder. Docs served, explicated. Effects instant. To pair, seek counsel promptly. Sophia crumpled chairward, sobs racking. Ruined all plan, toiled. Gown soiled. No, I neared post-slap. Lies, avarice, disrespect ruined. Kindness mistaken weakness yields this. She looked up compelled. Marcus touched her, eyes new lateness. Bridges ash irreparable. Fix way, Marcus, I direct, pain-free first in months. Learn, grow from error pre-corruption. Voice gentled, sun still. But sans aid, home legacy. Hard path as most. Silence absolute, end witnessed. Victor, I exited chaos, despair, merits bite. Hall hush broke unexpected. Eleanor, hold. Clara, Marcus's sibling, from rear table. She dashed tearful, horrified. Aunt Eleanor, ignorant of plots. Swear, Marcus hid. Clara, 31, educator, my cherished, close despite Marcus's drift. Known, I'd have halted. I know, Clara, I soothed, cheek touch. You unique see souls, not gains. Tears flowed, she nodded, brothers fall grieved. Why secret wealth, she puzzled genuine. Deserved truth from respecter. Henry, I saw coin warp, kin sundered by legacies, bonds by debts, offspring eyeing pensions. Plain lifeguarded true ties. Clara grasped wisdom. Marcus altered. Childhood defender. What broke? Pain of watcher. Sophia, I saddened, unbitter. Greed is love, ambition valueless, my shield denying responsibilities forge. Resonated, guests eavesdropped. Victor aside respectful, then whispered, manager nears, cancellation known. Burly suited man advanced, papers clutched, stern. Ms. Voss tense. Irregular cancel noted. Contract holds till morn. Explain? Layered crisis. Mr. Riley, I recalled secret pay chats. Guarantee pulled, tonight's revelations. Gestured pair, despair statues. Understood, Riley eyed seasoned. Payment responsible now? $62,000 total, venue, fare, tunes, decor, captures. Firm. Resolution pressed. Marcus neared hesitant. Mr. Riley mix up. Mom can't revoke thus. Family, sortable. Despair novel. Sir, Riley patient pro. Private maternal surety, her revoke right. Alternate now or event suspend. Ultimatum sentenced. Guests stirred exits, others gawked wreck. Mom, Marcus teared childlike first in ages. Wrong acknowledged. Hurt you, but 150 here. Shots, recalls. Can't shatter over quarrel. Boy flashed. Shatter? You chose greed over bond, guile over truth, shame over honor. Daggers needed. Now. Sophia desperate, exit aside. Explain? Pay? Panic dawned implications. Responsible acts, I stated. Earn fair. Live means bound. Work wants, not handouts. Strength peaked, wisdom flowed. Victor murmured, complete, Miss Voss. Nothing more. Time to part, let face sans distraction. Clara hugged fierce. And eternal respect, love, Ethan aside. Balm to scars, not all tainted. Mutual Clara. Recall Eve for choices, character by treatment, not holdings. Tears shoulder-soaked, lesson absorbed. Riley urgent, resolution now. Staff can't linger sans pay vow. Patience waned. My contact, I final to pair. When respect, values, duty ready. Earned apology genuine, then converse. But solve solo first. Turned, Victor bound, chaos trailed, merits harsh dawn. 3 days post, condo sanctuary serene, peace long missed. Harold mourned with bruise, sweets, checking post dash, dignity reclaim. Kin-like, valued true me. Phone buzz nonstop, Marcus 4-2 calls, ire to begs. Sophia 18 texts, hysteria mounting. Her folks twice door pounded, fix demanded, I stood calm, surprised. Victor morning tea balcony with grim updates. Ms. Voss reports, eviction yesterday. Venue sues $62,000. Cards cut. Shelter. I queried, answer intuited. Her parents, too bad for now. Strained, he understated. Afternoon, balcony blooms tended, known auto parked. Clara, not solo. Beatrice, property ally, Harold rear. Eleanor. Clara called. Talk urgent. Revelations. Apartment, faces urgent concerned, alert spiked. Aunt, Clara opened folder official. Probed post Eve, no air late. Late for. I poured composed. Beatrice cleared, Eleanor, 3-day dig, Marcus, Sophia schemed year plus. Folder nauseated. Lawyer consults on elder competency. Plot, deem unfit, seize assets. Harold grave, more. Post-exit, Sophia phoned, Hagrect, but B plan. Chill spiked. B? Stomach nodded fear anger. Clara hand squeezed, Aunt, claim senility. Eve proof of disconnect. Case for judge on affairs. Betrayal ballooned wound. Public shame, home plot insufficient, twisted defense to incompetence. Vile beyond fancy. Worse, Beatrice trembled. Neighborhood rumors, erratic you. Neighbors urged report oddities. Defamation systematic, breathless. Victor entered scheduled, tension thick. Ms. Voss maneuvers known? Sternest. Confirms, Marcus petitioned yesterday competency eval on irrationality, erratic fiscal. Wedding witness oaths. Oaths. Anger shock replaced. What? Outburst versus innocence. Vengeful choices. Rationality lost, he detailed. Clara tightened. Guest sign misled. Saw elder assaulting pair. Frustration pure. But positives, Harold grinned contrast. Phone screen stunned. Harold. Video, views myriad. Recordings viral. Not senile attack, dignified truth on abuse guile. Beatrice peered, comments yours. Courage, poise, bounds. Symbol versus elder exploit. Story shared. Victor approved, court gold. Hard claim unfit amid public acclaim logic, justice. Battle less lopsided. More, I decided 3-day brew. If war, full. Terms mine, resources, truth. Desk folder, lawyers elder abuse first. Documented, threats, visits, plots, slap. Chic photos post-Eve, assault proof. War? Mine, resolved decades fresh. Plus, public full tale. Greed as kin love exposed. Energy surged, justice, means prevail. 6 months post-fateful divide, City TV studio, interview primed for national tale. Life echoes reached Victor post, 2.5 million video views. Symbol elder resist. Host Elena Ruiz, integrity famed, notes checked, lights set. Ms. Voss warm. Inspired masses, letters flood from parallels. 6 months transformed. Case crumbled. Evidence conspiracy. Lost, fine frivolity, my $52,000 fees. Bankruptcy swift. Marcus jobless post-scandal. Sophia's consult bid tanked videos. Suburb 1 bed, part jobs, debt struggle. Aaron 5. I-eyed cameras, nerves determination mix. Victor beside legal clarify. Audience, Harold, Clara, Beatrice, pillars. Painful, Marcus's void. Post-loss, no reach, no remorse, rationale, wrong admit. Easier hate than confront. Sophia reached often, threats to please aid. Last fortnight prior, Eleanor, errors ours, family. Marcus stressed ill, pregnant. Grandkid no poverty. Pregnancy dagger, grandmother, resentment home. Lesson hard, can't save unwilling, perpetuates ruin. 30 seconds, Elena. Breath deep, letters recalled, abuse tales, finances seized, blackmail, grandkid threats. Live, 3, 2, 1. Red glowed. Elena intro flawless. Evening, life echoes. Elena Ruiz. Tonight, Eleanor Voss, 68, Nation Shocker, Elder Abuse Debate Center. Ms. Voss, 6 months post-son wedding inspire feel. Direct compassionate. Grateful, voice study. Painful son loss aids parallels. Months lonely, self-doubt, now common plague. Elena nodded notes. Preve years, son, betrothed shift realization? Weighted query, abuse creep. Subtles, recalled ignored love signs. Age quips, self-care doubts, their gain decisions. Abuse no shouts, confidence erode, reality doubt. Victor added, classic elder pattern, kin guile as care insidious. Revelation. Elena. Decide expose fiscal? Hard choice explain. Slap simple. Sophia struck mid-hall, 150 eyes, apartment refusal. Line crossed. No more kinshield from Max, self-guard from abuse. 45 minutes spanned, plain choice privacy, secret aids, incompetence plot, battle. Answers, educate signs, aids. Ms. Voss near end. Sun message, watching? Dread hope. Camera direct, chance Marcus views. Marcus, hearing, love endures, son. But love no abuse tolerate, dignity sacrifice, greed victim. Heart doors open, honorable you raised. I me, full responsibility. Family love respect, not guile opportunism. Tears welled. Viewers mirroring, dignity right age irrespective. Decisions yours, coin, home, life. Bound set badkin. Help seek violated. Cameras off, crew applauded. Elena hugged teary, powerful, lives alter. Victor proud, beyond win. Night drive home Harold, Clara, Beatrice, peace years deep. Story told, truth defended, pain others helped. Future Ethan whatever, right done. Aunt, Clara rear. Proud, worst to thousands protect. Resonated home arrival. Coveted condo home true.